Our objective for today, I can solve and graph multi-step one variable inequalities. Read together, 1, 2, 3. I can solve and graph multi-step one variable inequality. So we're continuing with one variable inequalities that we started last week. Today we're moving on to multi-step. Now since, bless you, you learned last week, they're very similar to equations, yes? Now, when we first started with equations, I think Ms. V introduced that lesson and she showed you guys the seesaw. Who remembers the seesaw? Some of you? And then from there I kind of like mirrored that and I said it also could be like in a scale. You guys remember the scale? I drew a scale and it looked something like this. And if we add weight to one side of the scale, for equations, we need to add the same weight to the other. But at the end, it is balanced. It's this is equal to that. Inequalities come from this same idea. But instead of having weight on both sides, now we have weight on one side. So check this out. There's no weight here. So that means we have what? 0. What is the weight on this side? 11. So on this side is 0, on this one 11. So think about it. This bar used to be equal about right there, is that correct? But now it dropped over here and it created a what? And an inequality sign. That's where we get the inequality, that it's not equal. So think about the definition of equations. Equations were two expressions equal to one another. Why equal? Because they were like this. But now in inequalities, we have this. So if the definition for equations were two expressions equal to each other, tell your neighbor the definition for inequalities. Damn, you guys are pretty good. You guys remind me of me in kindergarten. So yeah, two expressions that are not equal to each other. That is the definition for inequalities. Examples, non-examples. So the most important thing to remember about inequalities, look up please, is that they have inequality symbols, one variable, and no exponent is greater than 2 for right now. Okay? So with that said, copy this example down please. I'm sorry, before we get to example 1. What are the 4 steps that we're taking? Simplify, isolate, plot, and check. And we're still doing the same thing. So it's the same process. Example 1, copy this. It says, copy the instructions also, at least for this one. It says, solve, graph, check, and write solution in set notation. Example 1, solve, graph, check, and write solutions in set notation. And the inequality given is 45 plus 2b greater than 61. Do not copy the steps because you already know the steps, right? Yeah, so you never the steps again? Thank you. Copy that, please. Okay, let's do this one together. Here we go. The process is the same as the process we've been using for equations. So first thing you do is draw your line down the inequality symbol. First step is to simplify each side. Can we simplify the left side anymore? No. How about the right side? No. Okay. So we're done with step 1. Step 2 is isolate. We need to leave the variable by itself. So what do I do to this side, everyone? Minus 45 minus 45. We're left with 2b greater than 16. Are we done isolating? No. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. B is greater than 8. Okay, did we solve? Yes. Let's go to graph. So on the side, I'm going to draw a number line, nice and straight. Do the same, please. Be nice. 0. And you got 8 right here. Okay. So, as we talked about on Saturday Academy, those of you that were with me, we talked about that from now on, whenever you get an inequality, you write the question in words. So instead of saying the variable, we're going to write what numbers. Instead of the variable b, we're going to say what numbers. What numbers what? Are greater than what? 8. That's what this says. What numbers are greater than 8? So think about it. What numbers are greater than 8? Turn to your neighbor, let them know what numbers are greater than 8. Bam. So, let me ask you this. How about is 8.0000001 greater than 8? About 8.00000000009 greater than 8? Yes. How about 9? How about 9.1? Yes, about 23. Yes. So therefore, look up please. So to indicate that any number after 8 is a solution to this inequality, we do this. We do not place a point on 8 because it doesn't start at 8. That's why we do this. You put a open point, indicating that we start after 8 and everything after 8. So I shape to which side? To the right, where we have 9, 10, 23, my goodness. Anyways, so we're done graphing. Let's go to check. So I want you to write check. I'm going to write my inequality, 45 plus 2b greater than 61. So, check this out. Before I do the check, look up. Now we have something particular here on our number line. We say that these are what? These are our possible solutions, right? So underneath, I want you to write solutions. So if that's true for that side of the line, so you can label this side. That is correct, non-solutions. Okay. So now we have two sides to that line, solutions and non-solutions. But there is something on that line that's by itself, which is what? This point right here, right? Which is what? 8. Okay, tell your neighbor what you would call that point. And why would you call it that? And let's see in the house. So, Letty, what would we call this? Letty says they're called dividing point. Label that, please. So this point right here is dividing point, and why would we call that? Letty? Because it divides the solutions and the non-solutions. Because it divides the number line into solutions and non-solutions. Does that make sense? Yeah, right? All right, so now let's check. So you're saying that all these are solutions. What would be an easy number from the solution section to substitute in here? 10. Okay, so substitute 10 in there. Bring down the 45 plus 2 times 10 greater than 61. What is 2 times 10? 20 plus 45. What is 20 plus 45? 65. Is 65 greater than 61? Yes, that is true. And so we checked it. It works. So question. Look up. Here's a follow-up question. If we use the number from the solutions and it gave us a true statement, tell your neighbor what would happen if we substitute a number from here. That is correct. It would be false. So, let's see. Are we done solving? Yes. Graphing? Yes. Checking? Yes. Now we need to write the solution in set notation. So look up, writing utensils down. Here it goes. I'm going to use the term that I want you to use as you are writing when I ask you to participate and give me the solution set. So pay attention to the terminology that I use. Here it goes. Ready? Solution set for all variables b. Here it goes again. Solution set for all variables b. Check this part out. Such that, what's it say? Such that and then I just write my solution, which is b is greater than 8. Copy that, please. As you're copying it, start saying all the terminology in your head. Don't say it out loud. Say it to yourself to make sure that you memorize how to say all that. Oh, it's really easy. Just go like this. Here goes. Start at the top. You go to the left a tiny bit, and then go straight down, and then go to the left again and stop. Now go to the right, down, and to the right again, and stop. Oh, I know, because I did it slower, and the pixelation of the tablet's not letting me do it that smooth as possible. Because I have very nice writing, except for the tablet makes me write really sloppy. Oh yeah, when I write on the board, it looks really nice. Right? Bam. Any questions on all the process? We got it? Okay, copy this next one, please. Example 2. You don't need to copy the instructions anymore. Just copy example 2 and write 8 minus 3y greater than or equal to 29. Let's do this one together. Here we go. Line down the inequality symbol. Okay. Can we simplify the left side anymore? No. How about the right side? No. So we need to isolate the variable. What do I do from there, Omari? Subtract 8, subtract 8. We're left with negative 3y greater than or equal to 21. Continue. Raymond, what do I do? Divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3. Tell me what to write, Raymond. What do I have left? Y is greater than or equal to negative 7. Hence, if you agree with that, it's close. Tell your neighbor what happened there. Katya. You're supposed to switch the sign because you're dividing by a whoa. What happened to my sign? Okay. Because it's a negative. That is correct. If you forgot, if you did not write that when you flip the sign, I want you to make a little asterisk here and a heart. Aww. And write a note saying, do not forget to switch the symbol when multiplying or dividing by a negative. No, or you get it wrong. All right. For the sake of time, we're not going to graph it or check it, but let's write our solution set. Here we go. Look up, please. Here goes the terminology again. Solution set of all what? Y's such that y is less than or equal to negative 7. Hands if you got that. Okay, we got it, yes? All right, see if you can do this next one by yourself completely. Here we go. Copy that one, example 3. Some of you are saying, Mr. Q, it looks kind of funky. If it did not have this 3. That is true. That means you need to do what first? Get rid of the 3. Yes? Okay, good. Let me help you out with this one. Here you go. Bam.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Manuel. We need to get rid of the 3, right? So what is the 3 doing? So what is the inverse? Multiply times 3, multiply times 3. That is correct. We're left with 1 minus 2n greater than or equal to 21. Jesus, continue. Okay, go. Question. No, just do the solution set for right now.
I did it right.
Jesus, go.
Minus 1.
Minus 1, negative 2, and greater than or equal to 20. Continue, Jesse.
And then you divide it.
Divide by negative 2. Divide by negative 2. Tell me what you write.
The solution set.
No. First, finish it.
And
Flip it so it's less than or equal to negative 10. Hands if you got that. And then your solution set, right? Home plate for tonight is on page 104. Enjoy your home plate. Yeah, only that page. Have a good one. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.